These days with just 50 bucks you can get a pretty solid knife, and there are a lot of options, but this one just feels different. This is the Ruike P123, and at the price of about 50 bucks, it already looks like a pretty solid value knife, as you get a 14C 2010 blade plus a micarta handle, which at this price range is pretty solid. But what really stands out is the details, as the handle is not just plain micarta. As you can see, it has these deep grooves, and they're not just for looks. They provide a really nice grip and align with the fingers very nicely. At least how I grip it. The texture and everything aligns pretty much perfectly with my natural grip. As you can see, it feels very nice. But when it comes to the blade, it is a drop point blade, but it's not that simple. It also has the small hump on the back, as well as these cutouts on the sides, as this is a blade meant for heavy use. The cutouts on the side actually help to puncture more smoothly, and the hump on the spine helps to provide a very nice grip like this. And it provides actually a really nice blade control. I'm not sure if I really like the look, but feel-wise, feels very nice. Also had this jimping on the spine, which is not aggressive, but in this case, actually feels very nice. As if it was more aggressive, it might not feel that great when pushing like this, but as this, it allows a very nice blade control. Other than that, the overall movement is quite smooth. The blade detent is quite strong. As you can see, the blade won't pop out on its own. It holds it in fairly nicely. And when it comes to the line walk, it does have a slight jimping on the side, as well as these cutouts on the sides. So it's fairly comfortable to use and feels quite nice. But other than that, also has a deep carry pocket clip, which can be used only on one side. But for its size, it's actually pretty strong and feels nice. So now it's time to give it a score. And first off, the comfort. And when it comes to that, it's a solid EDC size, and overall the handle feels really nice to use. So I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. It's solid. Next up, the looks. And that part is a bit controversial, as everyone has their preference, but personally I'm a bit torn, as the blade kind of resembles a dolphin to me, which I don't know if I quite like it, but it has its own look. So I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. Now, the functionality. And when it comes to that, it's a solid knife for general EDC use. It has a drop point blade and overall feels really nice. So I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10. But now, the value. And as I already said, at the size it's at, just combining the 14C 2010 blade plus the micarta handle already more or less justifies its price. But when you add the small details, which quite often come with a premium price, I think the price is very justified. So I'm giving it a solid 8 out of 10, which gives us a total of 30 out of 40, as it's a very solid knife. So if you want to pick one up, I'll leave the links in the description. And yeah, if you liked the review, leave a like, subscribe, and see you next one. Bye.